but Manga Studio has a spray can that essentially is MS Paint's one. So,
Yeah.
But,
You know that's really funny? Besides the Comic Sans, like that, I think it's like Super Mario Sunshine. And if you look in the files, there's a few textures that not only have Comic Sans,
yeah.
but also look like were made in MS Paint, complete with the spray can.
Yeah. It wasn't there like unused goop textures or whatever?
Yeah.
Just
And
fantastic. If only the real game looked like this. Okay, so this is a game by a guy named Baza. Um, and here's the intro. Let me turn this up. That game was loud. These are, if you notice, these look a little bit different from typical Pokemon. That's because this guy, similar to another fan game creator, made his own original Pokemon too. Pokemon in the game is brand and boy howdy are they fantastic. Pokemon Topaz. Printed in a really weird text or something. Alright, now let me see what the game controls are. Because I haven't played this either in a while. Okay. Alright, so it's pretty similar to the
that is a classic intro. Even if it's butchered with this
yeah,
ROM hack.
classic Pokemon intro. It's honestly one of the best, in my opinion. It's really iconic. This is, I think, a Pokemon Fire Red version. No, the
Yeah.
Fire Red version. I'm an idiot. It's a Pokemon Ruby version because of the intro.
Yeah.
It's a Ruby version ROM hack, and this game. It's one of those games that Pokemon fans have been asking for years. That's right.
Oh boy.
World of Team Rocket and Pokemon. My name's Giovanni. You should call me your new boss. Here is a Pokemon. Pokemon are everywhere around the Topaz region. Team Rocket's goal is to make profit. And as it happens, Pokemon are really valuable. So we use these Pokemon in order to become rich. Find many Pokemon in the Topaz region. These are the most valuable. What I, not capitalized I, want to do is catch as many Pokemon as you can, so I can sell them or experiment in order to make money for the great Team Rocket. And you are you a guy or are you a girl? Let's see, you can be generic Rocky Grenade or generic Rocky Grenade.
So you actually play as Team Rocket?
Yes. This is the number one thing about this game, is that it actually has a really good idea. That I'm surprised not as many fan games have done. So we'll just go for Girl Team Rocket. Jessie, Quita, Mayday, or Nina. Hold on, let me see what the other names are. Hayoma, James, Alex, or Joe. Where the frick did Mayday come from?
I don't even know.
Oh, hold on. I started one hack. I think it was New Prayer or something, and I barely played it for 5 minutes. Like a Pokemon? Because if it is, I don't think I've heard of it. What's the Pokemon hack about if it is a Pokemon hack? Because I've seen a lot of Pokemon hacks. There's some good, there's some bad.
There's loads of Pokemon hacks.
Yeah, there's some that are just like a slight change to tiny And then there's some that, like this one, who decide that they're skilled enough to make a whole Pokemon pack with a whole new Pokemon.
It's pretty much a new game.
Yeah, it's a whole new game right here. Let's see, what's her name? I'm gonna close my eyes and just pick random stuff.
It's gonna be fun.
Yes! That is a great name. It's so easy to pronounce. So it's Hixedge. Right. You're Hixedged, the new recruit for Team Rocket. It all makes sense. Yes, it does. Okay then. Prepare to be part of Team Rocket. You'll find many of us all over this world. They'll try to help. If you show to be good at your job, you might get promoted. I don't think you actually ever get promoted in this game, so visit my lab at Shaw. All the towns, to my knowledge, are actually named after towns with high crime rates or something like that.
Yeah.
So they did something kind of neat. Alright, let's get off the... Oh yeah, that's right. Quick, they're looking for you. Your latest scam has brought Pokemon police around Shofford like bees to a honeypot. Don't think they haven't noticed that you're here yet. Hey, there he is. I chose a girl character. Damn, let's get inside quickly, come on. Nice helicopter, by the way. Even though we weren't flying it, because we were in the back seat of the helicopter. Apparently I was way off, it's Light Platinum. Oh, okay. Light Platinum,
So what's that?
I don't know a whole lot about it, but it's supposed to be like an enhanced version. Hold on, I'll look it up. I've seen people play it. Light Platinum. Okay.
Huh.
Introduction. This. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. Light Platinum is essentially platinum, but on the GBA.
Huh.
So yeah, I hear it's a really good hack though.
So it's literally just a back port?
Yeah, it's essentially a back port. But they did a good job at it.
Yeah. I wonder if that was just so that they could hack the game more.
They probably did that so they could hack the game, because, I mean, people have done hacks for the other games before,
Yeah.
but I don't think anyone's ever really made, like, a big hack on the DS, because it's a little bit harder to do. Look, they're here as well! I don't think the police are here know exactly who they're looking for, but it's too dodgy. Go on, don't get rid of it. Fix your clock whilst you're at it, because time is really messed up. Use our police. Idiots! How do you not see that? My mom is dressed as a Team Rocket. Never knew. How do you not know they're Team Rocket? They have a giant red R in their chest. Oh my god. Okay. Got the Topaz regions map. Where's the clock? This clock is wrong. What's the time? I don't know that the clock's wrong. It's actually 12. I don't care. Yeah, sure, that's right. It's me, Metal Gear. Well,
Yeah, like that,
those pesky police, you can now safely come out. I'll give you some time to rest. Come down when you're ready. Just got a new LCD television. And a suspicious-looking Team Rocket member has been seen in the local area. Better go. For on today's news. And so no one is separated by a bracket or a bar, whatever you freaking call the thing. Harm's Day and Shockford. Police investigating. Thank God they don't know where Giovanni is yet, even though he's in the most obvious location. By the way, don't tell anyone, but Giovanni lives in the house next door. They just investigate.
It's like they just...
This hack, like, it's interesting for having this ability to play as Team Rocket, but it's also one of the stupidest hacks I've ever played. Because
Yeah, seriously.
There's massive mind loss going on over here. All the police are stupid as frick, even stupider than normal Pokemon. And then the sign says Giovanni's house! They could've just read the sign. Oh my god. I take it you've already mentioned you know I'm not part of Team Rocket, but my son is just joined like you, and you're the same age. This must mean that your son's name is Sun? You'll find my son upstairs. I like how she already says that I don't stand a chance. Alright, so this is our rival, which is another Team Rocket member. Can't wait to see this. I'm gonna... What the hell? Yeah, another thing about this ROM is that it's super edgy. It says hell and damn, just like Shadow the Hedgehog. Are you a pervert or something? Oh, it's his... Ha! I thought you were supposed to be tough. You're just a girl. How do you know what you're talking about? Well, I'd love to stay and insult you, but I promised Giovanni I'd help you catch the Pokemon. So then, the nicest possible sense. Screw you, he's... What? What a Pokemon battle? Don't make me laugh. You don't even have a Pokemon. Spring there. Adventure Rule no one. Oh, it's just the super regular thing. Man, even Barrow's legendary Quartz hack had a different diagram. It's a shame. Are there Pokemon? Yeah, you're right about that. The Pokemon Gold and Silver is coming to the 3DS. And if you want to get it that way, then I totally recommend it.
In fact, that was just announced.
Yeah, it was literally just announced. So yeah, they are coming. And, you know, I'm assuming, are you playing Blue version also on your 3DS, since you asked that? Since, yeah, I know they already have those things up there. I'm an executive now? I'm not a freaking... Wait a minute! I think she's saying in-game dialogue. Because I think what happens is that I think you beat... I played this hack totally through via hacking and stuff because there's some bugs that happen that make it incompletable.
Yeah.
I played this over a year ago. I played it in class because I was bored. Because I have an emulator with one. And I think you beat Elite Four, and then Giovanni says you're a Team Rocket executive. And so I think she's saying the wrong name. So yeah, that's how police promise it. Yeah, Giovanni spends all his time hiding now. These pesky police, he has no time for research. Hopefully the police will give up soon. So yeah, like, whenever what's the exact release date? I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to pause the stream real quick. Gold, silver... Yeah, September, you're right. Alright, so it's coming then. Oh, gee, Giovanni is in trouble! So this is the same event as Professor Birch. Holy crap! Oh, hey, you! Just help me. Go into my set, there's a Pokemon. Let's see. Alright, here's our new Pokemon. Let's see what we got. Hold on. It's called Palu. It's beautiful. Then we have Mutton, the sad dog with its tail on fire. Then we have Hardcore, the lame fish. It's got like dance legs. Last time I played this, I chose Mutton because it's the coolest looking out of the three lamos that are on the screen. So let's go for that. Oh my god. Boctino. And this is our, let's see exactly what's standing. And it's actually a different type. It's like steel and silver. And also, for some weird reason, the guy who made this decided to rename a lot of the names too. So now it's like the green situation. Things are kind of the same, but they're named like a synonym of what they actually do. Like instead of Mutton using Scratch, it's using Spring. And instead of Boctino using Tackle, it's using Blood. Just realized I need to change it from red blue to Pokemon Ruby Sapphire.
Even though it's not really, but
Pokemon
yeah.
Topaz Pack. Man, I don't stream enough to remember to freaking update the tags. Okay, that's gonna get me in trouble. Oh, that was pretty easy. Thank God for you, the Pokemon place set that blasted Boctino on me, and you kicked its metal ass. Man, the edge levels are rising as we continue. So I think a promotion is in order for you. Come with me to my lab. The Giovanni lab. Pretty sure he just sits in the Team Rocket's office all day. No, we are definitely safe here. We can talk. Save my skin back there. Then I was gonna get fucked up. From now on, you're a Team Rocket executive. See, now we're a Team Rocket executive. Since you have no Pokemon, I'd like you to keep the Mutton that you used earlier. Which is weird, because I'm pretty sure executives are what you call the Team Rocket members in the Pokemon, like, that are high enough rank to be, like, sub-leaders to Giovanni. Like, remember the guys that they called executives in Gold and Silver? There were like 4 of them, and they were called Team Rocket executives, and they like governed other Team Rocket members. So I think they got their ranking a little off. Hey, why don't you give that Mutton a cool nickname? Nah, it's cool as it is. Must region there are 8 Pokemon gym badges, yeah, steal their press. But it's funny because even if you beat the gym leaders, you still get the gym badge no matter what. So you don't really steal it. Also, another thing this game gets wrong, you can't steal people's Pokemon. This is a shame. Excellent, I thought that you would say yes. Good luck, and say bye to your mum first. Since I guess the person who made this was, British.
Yeah, I can already tell when it said dodgy.
Yeah.
Which I tend to use, but only because of over-the-gun.
I use a lot of weird, like, words and stuff, which is just mostly influenced from the YouTubers I watch, and just my general words that I gravitate toward. And, but I don't use mum. That's, when something uses mum, you basically already know that it's probably in Europe and or the UK.
At least. Yeah.
PSP stands for Pokemon Storage Place. Are you sure? Sure it doesn't stand for Portable or PlayStation Portable? So now we're gonna continue. Yeah, Snakeway, and our next town is Compton. We're heading straight to Compton this time. How this game works again. Whatever, I'm just gonna go to the next town since it doesn't look like I have else to do here. Bobcatino. Bobcatinos are a pain because they have to have the metal tightening. Oh wait, it's this. This is a Cronley. It's the Whirlpool. And its sprite is possibly one of the best, unfortunately. Other than Pokemon, are there any other general reasons? Just be nice. I'm not really the one to like do that, because I've never dated anyone before. So I'm not like.
I think that's a really complex.
I'm not a social studies expert, that's for sure. But I think the general thing.
It's not obvious at all.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to do this entirely. I mean, it's like you don't know either because you don't know what anyone's really thinking.
Yeah, different people have different interests and stuff, but just generally, just like be yourself. Like I know that's a cliche thing, you know, all those
seriously.
movies is like you gotta be yourself, man. Be fake. But
it's the truth though.
Yeah,
it's like why do you think all of them do that?
Don't like ham it up or anything. Just be just generally nice, because that's always good. Oh yeah, this rock is interesting because it looks like a crying snake. Oh. But yeah, just be yourself and be nice. Don't be like a total jerk. Well, Compton is north by yeah, and most of the dialogue in this game, due to the fact that this person actually knows what English is, unlike Baro, which is the name of the guy who made Pokemon Quartz version.
Yeah.
Who was mainly a Spanish speaker, which is the reason why his grammar sucks so bad. The person who made this, on the other hand, actually knew what grammar was, so you don't get as much funny dialogue. The most you get out of it is the lulz because of how edgy most of the dialogue is. Since most of the dialogue is essentially just Shadow the Hedgehog style of writing.
Yeah.
Damn, where's the damn fourth chaos?
I've never actually seen Shadow the Hedgehog.
It's a fantastic exercise in terribly misguided edginess. You have clunky controls, stupid idea of a hedgehog carrying a gun way bigger than them, and if you're trying to run with it, it clips into the ground. And, like, vehicles...
What were they thinking with that? I don't even know.
But, like,
you
have vehicles that are slower than how fast he runs, even though I think at some stages you actually have to use vehicles.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm talking to you. It's like I expected to say something funny. This isn't green version anymore. Alright, now we're in Compton. Talking about whatever Reggie standing is. It's been a while since I've played. Some of the Pokemon sprites are truly magical.
Oh boy.
The Pokemon are sell stuff, buy your stuff. I like how you like, another problem with this game, you're just walking around a regular Pokemon town, you're dressed as a Team Rocket member, and everyone is just talking all nice to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, hey man, want a potion? It's free sample. Instead of like, oh my god, it's a criminal! Arrest! See, look, I am a criminal, I'm wearing a criminal outfit. I just walked into this woman's house, and she's just making small talk to me about Pokemon, like nothing's wrong. It's just... And here's the police right now, and watch what happens. Hello, hello, hello. No one alone past here yet, we're just searching Compton. Turns around, looks straight at an obvious Team Rocket member, and doesn't bat an eye. One funny thing about this game, though, is that, notice this annoying child. What do you think this annoying child is? If you were thinking a resprite of the tree, you'd be right. And that's the baddest thing you can do in this game, is you cut on the annoying child.
Annoying kid is in the way.
Yeah.
And so you've... Huh.
Oh yeah, he's like almost dead. I should take him to the This question is more for the guy who's talking. How to smoothly ask for a girl's number. So Kargaroc, how would you smoothly ask for a girl's number? If it was me, I'd put on a pair of freaking cool shades. Be like,
That seems dodgy.
yeah, cool shades, leather jacket.
Though actually one time, I remember one time, it was raining, and I had on this leather jacket that, was actually a gift from, well, I mean, it wasn't a gift, it was just, you know, like, someone in the family was like, oh, I don't want it, even though it was a nice jacket. And, so I ended up getting it. And so one time, I was at the store, and it was raining, and I was looking for someone, I don't know, and ended up running to the store, and the cashier looks at me, and, you know, she had that look in her eyes, like, wow. And then later on, she is like, it looks like you just stepped out of a movie.
So I guess leather jackets they do actually have a decent connotation. The general public.
I guess.
I mean, leather jackets are they're pretty good. Pretty sleek. But yeah, I don't know if any of us have any help on how to smoothly ask for a close number. I mean, I'm sure there's, like, the best thing I could say is just, let's again look online, which is a really bad response. Because obviously online, you're going to see a million conflicting results with more or less no success. Why the heck am I walking around a dark brick cave in the start of the game? What even?
This thing is almost done.
What thing? Like
This poster thing, I don't know.
oh yeah, the edit thing that you're making.
Yeah.
I could go to the...
Let me see what I can...
Oh my god, another criminal thing that they changed in the game. Instead of selling you flog, which is basically selling quote-unquote stolen goods, even though all the goods that you'd find in the overworld are just random, like, throwaway items on the ground. And you still have to buy everything from the store. You don't even get to steal stuff from the store, you just have to buy it. And a tried and true game, if you were playing as Team Rocket members, you'd just be like, hand over the Pokeballs, or I'll sick my level 51 Steelix on you.
Yeah.
I guess I have to go through the dark cave, even though that seems a bit stupid. Oh. Well, there's still some, like, low-level Pokemon, so I guess this is the way to go. I never played the original 3rd gen games.
Neither did I.
Because it just... 3rd gen came out, like, a few years before I even got into Pokemon, so I don't know about it.
I think it's about the exact opposite for me. Like, I remember Gen 1 and Gen 2, like, and Gen 2, like Gold and Silver were my first. That was my first Pokemon game. And I remember, well, I never actually played it that much, but, like, this is during Pokemania, and I think by the time Gen 3 came out, like, nobody really cared anymore. So I just I didn't even know Gen 3 existed. Well, actually, I kind of did, but I just didn't really care until the internet came along. And even then, I've not played it still, so it's like...
Yeah, I've played the remake for the 3DS, the bigger stuff. I played all the stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was pretty good. And again, it also had...
I'm gonna throw this on Ender.
Also, the rival's name is James, even though it's just generic Pokemon. So these are the rare Pokemon I have to steal for Giovanni, he said, looking at a tree. teach you what being a trainer is about? Oh, ooh. What's that? Like, just a promotional artwork?
Yeah. But it came in.
Giant space.
Yeah, so that image actually came in pieces. You know, like the hoe and the background were actually separate images.
Wow.
And they weren't rotated like that, so I had to, like, rotate them and make it actually like the poster. So that was interesting.
So here's just a better look at that fantastic fish Pokemon. It looks so bad. It's just a bad Pokemon sprite. There's a lot of Pokemon. A lot of these aren't even, like, too funny, like Bard's. Bard's absolutely terrible. Some of these are just really weird. Huh, he's just not too shabby. Also, when it says that you win something and you get money, it says you stole it.
Huh. Yeah. Maybe, I guess, like, what happens after, so you faint all their Pokemon, and then you just beat the shit out of them and steal their money.
You just beat them and they're just a crumpled pile. It was like,
yeah.
like, here's $100. Just snatch it and walk away.
Huh.
You fooled Giovanni, but you can't fool me. I'm off back to Giovanni's lab. Now you can come if you want to, but wouldn't bother because he likes me way more than he likes you. Screw you, he's... Even though you're his son, so he's technically, like, obligated. It's just... Let's see how far I can get before I actually have to start running. But yeah, I think on the next route, which is, from what I remember, is horribly it's just really maze-like.
So is this use the same map as Gen 3?
No.
Or did they actually...
It uses a lot
Or
of
is it...
weird alterations to maps.
Yeah?
As well as an attempt to make their own maps. They get lazier as they go on.
Yeah.
Also, the Nurse Joy, like, you talk to her and she's like, I'm sorry, I can't heal your Pokemon. I can't heal your Pokemon belonging to your Rocket. And it says, heal them by force? Yes. Heal them! Yes, of course, sir. Even though... And also the dialogue is not accommodated for anyone playing, other than Guy. So it's literally just people... It's like, there's some kind of command that, the developers used. Similar to RPG Maker, where you could just have the characters refer to different.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I don't have Pokemon yet. I'm gonna head out. Bye guys. See ya. Thanks for showing up. Like,
See ya.
like we don't get a whole lot of...
Yeah, that was fun, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you absolute mug. What insult is that? I'm off to Giovanni. You need to come too. It's not Professor Giovanni's office. Hello, Mrs. Understand that you beat James. Congratulations. For its business, I have an item which I think will help with your mission. It will help you keep an idea of what rare Pokemon you have without E and don't have. There's like a little exclamation point on this message. It's really weird. Here you go, take this Pokedex. Yeah. This Pokedex records useful information on Pokemon such as height, weight, and areas. You're a very expensive piece of kit. Although I stole it and I want you to take good care of it. Like, this is the main change in this game. Everyone refers to something that they took or that they got or that they made as stolen. And it's
Yeah.
We can link it up to see how you're doing at any time. Big deal, you have Pokedex too. I have to give you these. Pokeball. Don't get cocky, there's just Pokeballs don't mean shit. Got hell loads of great calls, so suck on that, there's just... You don't stand a chance with promotion, it's mine. Yeah, we got Edge bombarded.
3G.
I like how I'm just not even pronouncing the character's name. I'm just like,
Yeah.
you want to see Giovanni? Oh wow, you're an executive now. Giovanni must really like you. He gave you a rare Pokemon to start off. He didn't for me. How old are you, Mom? I nearly forgot how to take these running. You should take these running shoes. They'll make journeys a lot quicker and more bearable. Trendy new running shoes. Little sexy beast even came with the dialogue. You came with instructions. It says press B while wearing these to leg it real fast. And they were only 10 quid. Yep, this is definitely from the UK.
Yeah. Now they should have changed the money symbol.
Yeah. Instead of just Poké dollars.
Yeah.
Do your best to please Giovanni. Trust me, it doesn't do to make him mad. Should start speaking everyone in horrible British accent, but I don't want to offend anyone. Let's see if we actually... Oh, here we go. Yes. Running.
Oh look, porn.
What, baby?
Yeah.
Nope. Alright, I'm not gonna stay up quite as late as I did, like, the night before last.
Yeah.
Because I had to get up really early yesterday, and the day that I stayed up super late, I also had to get up really freaking early. So the day was pretty bad. Like, I had to get up at 10, and which doesn't
Yeah.
sound too bad, considering the fact that I should have been at like 5 or something. Plus 5, and then get Kyler back up. Yeah, so I'm probably gonna go to bed like, that's okay. Like maybe 2.
When do you think you'll be able to get on next? Like tomorrow or something?
Yeah, I think tomorrow. I don't think
Yeah,
we
because
can.
that's an I'm gonna stream. If
Yeah,
you're
that
on.
sounds good.
When are you gonna upload those VODs?
Let's see. Let me try to remember what my backlog is. I think I have 3 streams. One of them is, I think, short because it's literally just the end of Metroid. No, I think did I upload? No, I didn't. That's ready to upload. I'm probably gonna do that tomorrow. And then I'll get to work on fixing up the other ones because I have to. I think the stream I did directly after I finished Metroid was the Action 52, and then I did like
I
a
don't
ton of
know.
other crap in that same stream. Can't even remember
Yeah.
what I did. But I know there was an Action 52 part, and then there was the yesterday stream, and I think that's it of my backlog. Oh boy. There's some. I think this is where the new Pokemon come and like reaches new heights. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yes, it's so tough. This is what quality looks like. You're staring at the face of a real Pokemon.
Oh my god.
Teeth.
That almost looks like something out of Pokemon Clover.
Yes, it looks like a Pokemon Clover. So bad. But I feel like it might have not been meant that way. I feel like the person who made it might have not thought it would.
Yeah.
Because this Pokemon game is quite an enigma. I think at the end of this, I can't remember, but I think at the end of this, in the credits,
Yeah.
I played several Pokemon hacks like a year or 2 ago during class because I was bored. And this was one of them. And I think this is the first one I played other than Quartz.
Did you actually complete this?
Yes. There's actually an ending, which is impressive.
I'm actually surprised that they actually finished it.
Yeah, the problem is though is that Pokemon hacks tend to kind of be it's like a 50-50 chance of them actually finishing it.
Yeah.
But if they do finish it and they're not really enthused to, they'll just half-ass it. And so it's like totally the same except for the ending. Anyways, this is an example of one of the routes. It essentially is just a zigzag pattern. This is all that they make in this game.
Is there even one? Is there even one?
Yeah, there is. There's, let's see, Hoen's bird Pokemon is, that's
Is it Swellow or something?
it's Tailo, and then it evolved into Swallow.
Yeah.
For some reason, it only has 2 evolutions. I guess they got lazy or something.
Isn't that always the case with the regional bird? Or
No,
almost
it's
always the
3
case?
evolution. Like, you got Pidgey, which is 3 evolution.
Well, let's see.
And then you have,
What was Gen 2's?
Gen 2 broke the rule. Like, didn't really break the rule. It just did something different. Its regional bird, which was essentially just Hoot and Knockowl, was a 2 evolution. And then this game did a 2 evolution too, and then all games after that had 3 evolutions. Sinnoh had a 3 evolution. Unova had 3 evolution. X and Y, 3 evolution. And this version. So that's Hoenn was like the second of the few times that they actually had
Only 2 evolutions.
which I guess kind of made sense because you couldn't. There wasn't a whole lot of room for third form in Taylor's line because Taylor was kind of already its thing, and then when it evolves into Swallow, it's just a slightly bigger Taylor.
Yeah.
More like detailed.
Too bad they never made another one. Like too bad there was never a second evolution.
Yeah.
I wonder, like.
What it would have.
I don't know. Maybe it's just
been a slightly taller and slightly more like angry Pokemon height.
Maybe it'd just be like a bigger Swallow. How big is Swallow?
Swallow's, I think, is just typical Pokemon brood height, which is like 4 feet. That's about where most of the Pokemon broods are.
Nope. 2 feet 4 inches.
It's even freaking smaller. And yet, even still, its sprite compared to like trainer sprites is huge.
So, like, now I was about to make a joke about, well, not a joke, but like, well, you know Mara. Well, like that one character from that fan fiction or whatever. They'd be smaller than Swallow.
Such a good backstory.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Just the ruffles around.
Yeah, I guess. Reminds me of that one time, I think I made it, like, last stream I made a joke about what was it, like Team Airship or something from the movies.
Yeah, Team Airship.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm so sorry for that joke. Like, I thought it derailed the stream.
It's pretty hard to derail a stream that basically just derails. That's essentially what most of these streams are.
Yeah.
Just attempting to build a rail, and then occasionally taking a break. But yeah, I forgot what I know they have to have a bird Pokemon in this, but I can't remember what it was. I remember the one from Quartz version because it was so freaking atrocious. It was like a quail Pokemon, and then when it evolved, it got a crown.
Huh.
Like a
It's
king's
just the
hat.
same thing?
It was, in its like baby form, it had like a little feather that was wearing a little tiny king's crown, like a yellow
Yeah.
one. And then when it evolves, it like wears one of those royal king crowns. It's really fat, and that's its only change. But I forgot what this one was, because this one's like the Pokemons are kind of funny. Like for example, Teeth. That's pretty amazing how bad that one is. But I just don't remember a lot of these Pokemon as much as I do Quartz.
I'm just still thinking about Swellow. And like, if they made another evolution, they'd probably find some way to mess it up.
Yeah, it would have. Like, alright, so here's a weird thing about the toucan. It seems like they were going for like a woodpecker or whatever. Like toucan just. It's like a woodpecker and then it just becomes a toucan after a while.
Yeah, seriously. It's like, what? That's
like,
just...
the second, and they could have had time to change it too. Like, the second evolution could have, like, had the start of a weird toucan beak. And it kinda does, but it's still, like, it still looks more like a woodpecker.
Yeah.
And then I guess toucan is like, where have you been?
Yeah, it's like...
Nobody notified me that my, woodpecker evolved into freaking fruits. It's called the Lay Attack. I keep forgetting I have a run button because green doesn't have a run button. Does this have a speed up map? Okay, yes it does. Yeah. It's way better than a run button. Probably not pick that for tonight, but I'm gonna do another thing on it. Maybe I don't think I'm actually gonna finish this, and if I am, I'm gonna do it by the amazement of walking the walls. And also like there's the thing where you can like double XP points or something. So I might do that too, just to make things very Toxic Joe, which I think is just Poison Steel. wild Pokemon.
Yeah.
And then you pick the one that sucks, but you also don't really have enough money to support buying a whole bunch of Pokeballs so you can keep trying.
Uh-huh.
And so you're just stuck training that one really not so great Pokemon. Which is just another fault of Pokemon and its stats rewards.
Uh-huh. Like, this is such a bad type change. Because most of the Pokemon at this point in the game only really have normal type moves. But yet that Pokemon's typing is, like, it's freaking, steel type or whatever, so it's really annoying. I'm a big boy. My mom said I could catch Pokemon all over the world. Ciao, I'll be a Pokemon trainer soon. I can see you now, hear my beloved. He's holding one of the many hideous Pokemon you can see. I think maybe that's the thing that this evolves into. If that's the case, I feel like releasing this Pokemon now. I want to see it though.
So maybe
I want to. I want to see.
I think that's like that last stage.
Yeah.
Has this thing where it makes its bug Pokemon branch off. Like it has.
Yeah.
Something stupid. I can't remember. It's some kind of random variable that your Pokemon evolves into.
Yeah.
And which is kind of neat. Yeah. But, so this technically could evolve into either whatever that guy is holding, I think, or something else. Such a drag compared to the green version. I actually want to play one.
What is it?
It's called Feathro, and it's a bird with no legs, and it just looks alright, but then its wings happen, and then the person doesn't know how to grow wings. And so, you get these majestic things stuck to its side.
In quotes. Like 15 of them.
Yeah. There's so many quotes, it looks like a mistyped command.
It goes off screen.
Let's see. We're screwed, because this thing will kill us.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
What is it? Is
it's
there
a bigger one of that, and its mouth is open. It looks like it's streaming.
Oh boy. I wish I could see a picture of this.
Yeah, let's. Oh wait, apparently it's already. Oh, because it's a bug. I'll use the hack that allows me to see all of the Pokemon. I think I got it written down in a note. Oh, that's right! It doesn't actually evolve into anything decent. It just evolves into some stupid thing. Which is the stand-in for the cocoon Pokemons that it actually evolves in regular Pokemon.
Do you have any other Pokemon?
Any other Pokemon in my Pokedex?
What Pokemon do you have right now? I've not been paying that much attention.
I don't think I've written it. Young muttons can often be seen chasing their tails. When they catch their tails, they are not hurt as they are part of fire pool. Pokemon increase kind of slow. Just generic right families, I think, yeah. Bug. The large yellow hump on Bug is where its nutrients are stored. Means Bug can go once. It's just a camel. It's just a camel.
What's in your party?
My party is 2 Pokemon.
But what is it? What are they?
They are...
I know you have...
I have Mutton, who is currently died.
Yeah.
And I have... I'm just gonna call Faint Die now forever.
Yeah.
And then I have Bug, which is pretty self-explanatory. So I'm gonna
Does that thing know anything? Does that thing know anything?
The Bug?
Yeah.
It evolves a second time.
Yeah, but does it know anything? What are its moves?
Cinnabattle does. I don't think it learned anything new. Okay, back sprite though. It did learn something. It learned Lunge, which is tackle. String Shot, which slows down Pokemon. Toxic Jab, which is a radiant version of Poison Sting. And Solidify, which is a radiant version of There's nothing actually wrong. Let's see if I actually do have it in the notepad file. Let's see. Nope, I'm gonna have to go get it, which isn't too hard. It's on like 6 minutes or something. And yeah, that'll be the last thing I do tonight. Is take a look at the glorious Pokedex of this thing.
Yeah, that would be I want to see this.
There's some pretty good ones. I'll say that. There's some pretty good ones. I don't think there's any ones that are actually legitimately good though. So you don't got any outliers or anything. Don't expect any quality above -1.
You know, with so many Pokemon that they had to make, you'd think that they'd just have one just by luck.
Yeah, I mean, just if you look at Baro's Pokemon, Baro did all 3 Pokemon abilities. He himself, one human being, produced 3 Pokemon engines worth of Pokemon. And if you just look at it, see how many freaking red circle cloud noses there are. It's insane. So let me.
Yeah, but with like what was it, like 386 in this one?
Yeah,
And
I think the whole thing has just been decked out, which is the same amount as Burrow, so it makes me wonder. And yeah, they did the whole thing.
yeah, even if you had to produce like 99 shitty Pokemon before you could make one that's decent, that's still like 3 good Pokemon.
Yeah. So there might actually be a few good. There's some though, like that are just really beautiful. I want to draw fan art of some of these Pokemon. I actually
Yeah,
drew some fan art of these Pokemon that I drew just like in a sketchbook that I have. I never
yeah.
posted them because I never really got anywhere. But now I'm thinking about loading them into Manga Studio and going over them with the pen tool. Alright, so. Pokemon Ruby National Pokedex code. So we gotta get the National Dex. We gotta see all of this. Yeah, it's at Super Cheats. Super Cheats is out.
So what version is this based on?
This is based on Ruby.
Yeah. And do the cheats still work?
Yes, the cheats still work because I used it on the emulator version. That's how I found out about all the Pokemon.
I'm curious, what would happen if you took a save file from Ruby and used it in this?
First of all, I think all the sprites would be replaced, but it makes me wonder what it'd do to the world, because the world's kind of hard set. And if you screw
Yeah.
up the world, it makes me wonder if it's just gonna be like glitch
Like,
cities or anything.
yeah.
Cheat.
That would be an interesting experiment.
Yeah.
Almost like a corruption video. You might have to do that at some point. Like just hack a team of, Pokemon in Ruby and then do the save swap.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you gotta love when the Game Boy Advance crashes. And like when like I think like Vinny did corruptions of Emerald, I think. And whenever this game crashes, yeah, the ear rape is quite strong. Gam Gargic. Gam Gargic.
This crap. The weird thing with
Gam Gargic.
it doesn't handle cheese very well. Basically makes everything you're trying to like. If it's got a multi-line cheat, you gotta put a plus in literally everything. Yeah. What the heck happened? I just typed that in and then it died. If I click outside of the thing while I'm typing the code,
Yeah.
or typing the things in between the code, so it can work. Here. But then if I click on the title and click on the code.
Huh. Yeah.
Here. I think when I play Quartz like once on stream,
Yeah.
I managed when or where. Alright, so it should be working now. Oh yes, boy! It works.
Oh.
But it's not. It's unfortunately not the full Pokedex. I'll work on that tomorrow. See if I can find the cheat for that. This is gonna have to do. This is the full Hoenn Pokedex. Not all. Unless wait a minute. No,
Why
I
is
think
it not?
it's
Why is it not the full thing?
because you got alright. It's really freaking stupid why they did this, but you have to actually get a different cheat to unlock the full National Pokedex. Because you can only do the National Pokedex after you beat the Elite Four, typically. So you have to get a cheat that basically allows you to use it before beating the Elite Four. And I can't find that cheat right now.
Right.
So I'll work on figuring out where the frick that thing is tomorrow. And we'll save the rest of the Pokedex for tomorrow, but even though it says that I own all 300 whatevers, it's really freaking nonsensical. Because this is like 100 Pokemon, not 300. That's the whole of everything, I think. But, yeah. Let's take a look at the Pokemons. I don't think it's really worth it. Like, looking at their... Maybe if they have a cool design, we'll look at their Pokedex entry, but I don't think it's worth it because it's just generic info. Anyways, number 1 is Paloon. It evolves into Treeter. It's just a green bean. Then it's a Vinoweed. Imagine if the person who made Carnivine had no artistic talent. This is what it would look like. It's mean, but it's kind of true, cause look at it. And then we have, Mutton. And it evolves into Dreyfus, and it's just a dog with, like, claw hands. And then it evolves into Armor Wolf, and it becomes a night dog.
That stands up.
Yeah. Typical fire-type Pokemon, am I right? And then there's
Seriously.
Tarkor, dancing fish. It evolves into Tikeel, which is actually, I mean, it looks stupid, but it's kind of competent. Looks like poor man's Milotic. And then it evolves into Muskrat. I'll tell you what, that's one improvement. For sure. And then there's Bobtino, and its evolution is Rivalry, and it's just Bobtino with back legs. And then there's Kameko, just the lame thing, and then it evolves into Cat Dog, but in gecko form. And then there's Cronley, and one of its evolution is called Burbug. What's this dude? It has a very hard exoskeleton, shiny ritual mixed with common pet. It's just but this is what it could have evolved into as well. Like, it could have gotten a Burbug instead of a Burbug. And then it evolves into Buxoth. Then there's Botab, and then it evolves into Moxoth, which is definitely probably the better looking of the two, but it still looks stupid. Look at its lopsided wing. And then there's the dragon Pokemons, and there's a couple that look really similar to each other. Lagon, it's just like an angry tadpole. Aquagon, it's a kite, I think. And Mantaqua, and it's a plain dragon. There's Teeth. Oh yeah. Teeth's evolution line is just as amazing as the regular Teeth. You got classic Teeth. Classic Pokemon. Then it evolves into T-Leaf. And it's just a leaf stick man. And then it reaches its peak with Leaf Weight. It's an advanced leaf stick man. And it's kind of angry looking.
Oh my god.
And there's Feathero, which is, you know, fine. And then it evolves into Feral, and it's a majestic thing. And they still don't know how to draw wings, by the way.
Ah, so there's only 2 evolutions.
Yeah, it's just essentially a resprite of Colin's bird. So they just had it. They just recolored the 2 evolution that Then there's Flish, and it's nothing in particular. Then it evolves into the freaking, what's his name? The windfish from Link's Awakening. Then there's this, oh man. I remember this Pokemon kind of well because I used it on my team for the whole of the game when I was playing it.
Yeah.
This is the resprite of Corellia and the thing that evolves into Gardevoir.
Yeah.
It's Oodle. Then it evolves into Confood. And I don't even know what this is supposed to be either. It's like some kind of Lovecraftian horror. And then it evolves into Mistoodle. And it just looks great. It's great. Then there's Muddle and Martian, which is dumb looking. Then there's the Soul Taker, Sleef, with the most empty eyes of any Pokemon I've ever seen in my life. And then there's Chlorofox. It's just Sleef with really dumb arms that are broken. And here's some real Pokemon, some real inspiration from Pokemon Quartz was made when they made Squeen. It's a potato. Then it evolves into Squart. What are these names? And it's also twice as bad. And then it becomes Melwing, and it's just bad. Also, that circle tool for a mouth. And then there's the, I don't even know what these are supposed to be, but it's another psychic type. Genie, and Genius. And it's, I don't know. I think it's a lobster. And then there's, Hexter. It's Spareclaw. It's a centipede. Just, it's bad looking. It's kind of alright. Podug. It's stupid. Bunny. It's also stupid. Paris. And then Concrabbit? What the f- Some of these names don't make sense. I don't think it's ever explained. Let's see, is there anything? It's called a fat hair Pokemon. It's blubber for freezing areas, and it's whatever. All these Pokemon are just kind of bland. The only ones I remember are the ones that I actually had on my phone. Let's see, the next Pokemon is Kumbaka, and it's a forearm thing. And then it evolves into Nindril, and it looks like a Silent Hill monster. And there's Webble. Then there's Treble. So, like, I understand that they were probably, they probably weren't super talented at spriting, but they also had to sprite a ton of Pokemon, but this is just, why? Why does something like Frogig exist? It's so bad. And then it evolves into this dumb thing, Amphibian. Slytherin, Reptile, which Slytherin, Reptile, and Croconine are kind of decent. And then it gets lazy again. Broadly with its head just kind of being held by something. And then Howdown. It's that. And then there's an enemy from Earthbound, I think.
What?
Iron Ball. It's like those like Octo cyborg guys, whatever. But it looks like one of those. Then there's Break, and then there's not Magnemite, and not Magnemite's evolution. And then there's this thing that's like a sheet of metal with holes punched in it. Then it evolves into a bigger sheet. Then it evolves into that. And these ones are kind of cool. A little bit. And then there's a squid, and then there's a bigger squid. And then there's, that. And then there's a dinosaur. And there's a drill, and then it evolves into, I think it's a kaiju from, some kind of rip-off, freaking Godzilla thing. And then there's more bird, but it's also stupid. Bird Ball, or Bird Burrall, which is just because it's spherical. Then it evolves into Birdian. And then it evolves into a bird with a space laser tail. And then there's Feisty. It's a dragon, and then it evolves into a dragon with high dragon arms, like Pokemon High Dragon. And then there's something that I think might have came out of, like, Legend of Zelda Faces of Evil, because it looks about that quality. It's a dog with an evil face thing, and then it evolves into this. And then there's a Zappy thing, and then there's a mouse, and there's a bee that looks slightly competent, and then it gets dumb. And there's a Zap Rabbit. See, most of these Pokemon just kind of they just drag on. There's this kind of okay thing, and then this other kind of dumb looking but okay thing. And then there's a fire thing that evolves into a fire shark that evolves into a fire dragon or a fire whatever. And then there's a raccoon that evolves into a rip-off Umbreon. Then there's a frog that looks better than the other frog. I don't know how they killed that horrible other frog up there. They could make that, but whatever. Then there's Stupid, and then there's Stupid fused with the final boss of Sonic Adventure. And then there's Nightmares. And then it evolves into just an angry-looking plank of wood. Then there's just a fish, and then it becomes longer. And then a ferret thing that gets on fire and melts. And I think this thing is unrelated to this evolution line. They just have two fire Pokemon right next to each other. And then there's what looks kind of like a Dodongo from Link to the Past, only it's standing and has lobster claws. And then there's a Scorpion with fire. And then there's a toxic turkey? And it becomes a toxic platypus that flies with no feet. Then it's a spider. Then it's a spider. Then it's the evolution line. The quote-unquote evolution line of not Deoxys. And then it becomes a dumb Deoxys. It just gets dumber. And there's a mummy. A mummy Pokemon that evolves into a Sphinx Pokemon. Then there's a this is, I think, yeah, this is definitely Spenda, but they made it look. What is this? What is? It's dumb. That's a dumb thing. Why did? You know they were running low on ideas when they made that. Oh.
Yeah.
Then there's Darthold, and it's just a cat version of Houndoom. Then there's Severs, which is a remember from Pokemon Quartz version, you know the Zigzagoon stand-in Sever? This is just a multiple of that. It's its name. More than one Sever. then it becomes dual row. It's a kite dragon again. And then it becomes a fat quad-winged dragon called Quad Form. Then there's another leaf Pokemon, Tri-Leaf, and it becomes Treezer, which is just a leaf with more leaves as its body. Or leaf and something. Then there's Shadow, which is a shadow man with a face on its stomach, and then it becomes a shadow dragon. And there's a sphere. And then there's Not Survivor. And then there's kind of a decent looking Pokemon, actually. It doesn't have much of anything to do with anything, but kind of looks okay. And then it gets dumb. And then there's a whale with a solar panel, I think, on its head. And it becomes a bigger whale. Then there's a dumb fish that becomes horrendous. Possibly one of the worst looking things of any Pokemon fansprite I've ever seen.
What?
This thing is one of the worst Pokemon fansprites I've ever seen. Its face, it's everything. It's freaking Anchor Tail. And then we have a haunted rock. Then two haunted rocks fused together. Then a fish made out of sand that evolves into more fish made out of sand. I wonder if this is a copy paste job of that one shark that was a couple of Pokemon back. And then you have a narwhal that evolves into a Nartrident. And a sand punch thing that evolves into a sand whack thing that evolves into something so stupid that it's unmentionable. Then you have a pig that has a gray box surrounding it, and that's in the sprite. I've seen it in battle, and it's just surrounded by a gray box. And then you have a pig shark. Then you have Not Pikachu, and it's fantastic. It says, this Pokemon basically says everything about this hack. And then you have a virus, and then you have a bigger virus, and then you have a rock, a brick wall thing. Then you have an edgy cloak, and then it becomes Duskull Knot thing. Then you have that, and it becomes the... kinda looks like a Kirby boss. Now this one's the most shameful. Wanna know why? Because they copy-paste, you know the Pokemon Topaz, right? It's like a dinosaur with bananas on its chin. It's like the dinosaur Pokemon with bananas. They copy-paste its, leaves and put it on its head. And they copy-paste one of the leaves off of Hoppin and put it as its tail. So they got really... And then there's this thing. And then an octopus with a ripped shirt.
Oh my god. Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. There's a bird on fire. And there's a bigger bird on fire. There's a dumb thing, and like already we've seen like a repeat of most of the Pokemon. Like look, remember there was a Shocky thing back there that was all spiky looking? Well, here's more Shocky things that are all spiky looking. And it becomes like a giant Shocky. And then we've also seen several Pokemon that have the same fluid red.
I do kind of like the giant Shocky yellow thing.
It actually looks competent. It looks kind of like a thing. That's why I've tried redrawing some of these, because some of these look kind of competent, and if they had some kind of detail put into them, they could have been really cool.
Yeah. That's probably one of the best ones, but
Yeah. So this is what, out of how many, 157, first best one so far. We could just go back, but don't feel like it. And
most of
then
these have been
there's,
putting me to sleep, to be honest.
yeah.
Like I've been staring at the screen,
Okay, let's
just
try
trying to keep myself awake because it's
past
just
three
so
things.
boring.
This is a water barrel, tentacles, so it's snake with, and then it evolves with snake with marines. Okay, we're almost done. This is a legendary. It's fantastic. But it's also not actually legendary, because for some reason they resprited it and called it a legendary, kind of legendary. And there's
Huh.
a stupid thing, and then here it is. Here's Weasel, the thing that guy was holding, and it's horrible. And then there's a stupid Dodongo looking thing, and then it evolves into a horrendous looking thing. And then there's ice, and then there's evil ice, and then and then there's snowman head, and then it evolves into the snowman with stupid looking mug, and then it evolves into a fat snowman.
Oh my.
And then there's a stingray, and then it evolves into stingray with ice. And then a thing, snail, a cookie, counts like a cookie, and an eel, a freaking arrowfish, a boomerang, a penguin with ice wings, a penguin with ice wings and tentacles, a pet dragon, a two-headed dragon, King Ghidorah, a cannon monster with more details. Okay, here's the penultimates. Here's the Reggies in quotes. We have fire, called Pyrofire. Pyrice, which is interesting because pyro already means fire. But I guess they didn't know what that meant. And then Pyrice, and then Pyrectric.
Oh my.
It's just fantastic Pokemons. Then we have Psysector and Psysecutor, and they are the Latios and Latios, and they look stupid. And then there's Cardclaw, and it's K-Ogre. What's... Alright, Barrow's Hack also had a K-Ogre that looked horrible, but this one also follows it through. And then they have
boy.
the Groudon, which is just a worm monster. And then we have the majestic, beautiful Arcelonius, and it's stupid. And then we have my favorite Pokemon in this whole thing. And it's this. Just look at this. It's Deoxys, but it's also toothpaste, but it's also a clock. And then you have the unknown thing, and it's just an unknown, but they try to be edgy. It's like, unknown's created humans because it looks like a human. But it's just dumb. And that's the end. That's it.
Cool.
Hold on. When I press save, it's like, you want to save your shit? Yeah. Isn't that right? This sucks. It's saved. And that's it. That's pretty much it for tonight. I'm going to bed after this. But yeah, that's the ROM, essentially.
Yeah. So that was And sometimes it's funny, other times it's putting me to sleep.
Yeah, that's essentially that entire ROM hack's existence. There was parts where I could have just not hacked through it when I originally played it,
Uh-huh.
but I did anyways because it's such a 50-50 deal. It's funny, but then the things that make it funny kind of get old. But when it introduces new stuff, it's only funny because it's another stupid looking Pokemon, and then it just
Uh-huh.
becomes gray. It just becomes a slog of like generic Pokemon number 5 that looks exactly like that other one.
Yeah.